Just going for it. Setting up for your YouTube live. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a minute there. But any minute, probably live right now. It's probably already a thing. Look at that. Boom. Okay, I better get right to the editing, Hilding. Wow, welcome, everybody. It's that time of the week again. Your favorite time of the week. The which is like the part where Joey takes 5 minutes to set the show up and stalls for time, but has Hilding to help him on the comedy meteorology report this week. There, lots to talk about. Yes, always, always lots to talk about. But first, I got to do like the whole set the show thing up. For those of you who've never tuned in before, every Thursday night we do this live stream right here on the show. In about half an hour time, Frankie McDonald, the world famous weatherman from Sydney, Nova Scotia, comes on, and then I hit record on a secondary recording device here, and we record that section of the show for a radio show. A radio show goes out to 4 radio stations, 4 different radio stations. We'll tell you all about that at the top of the hour. It's not too important right yet. But meanwhile, what you can do, because basically the algorithms are never going to help a guy like me out. I'm just not, I'm not from Hollywood or anything up here. So what you could do is hit the like and the share and the subscribe, tell a friend, and leave a comment there. Hey, Jess, good to see you in the comments there. And right now I'm doing the same thing. Hey, Shelly, doing the same thing. I'm taking the link, and I haven't even written my write-up for this week. So it's kind of bad of me. But you know what could happen is Hilding can tell me about his week, because I'm sure you got a funny new story for this week, right, Hilding?
Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
See?
We've got wind here that literally you can't stick your head out the door without your hat going a mile down the road. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen wind like this consistently day after day. We've had it all week. And we've had 3 bouts of snow and then enough warmth to melt 50% of that this week. And have all that just bang, 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 one after another happening. It's just not what you really expect.
All right. Well, what about like you got a weird story this week though, right? Like something weird happened out there on the ranch, right?
Well, my boss's son works in the bush, right? And so he's gone all week, and he asked me to go over and monitor his place a little bit. And he calls me up last Friday, and he's all in a panic. He said, I stopped by at home to grab a few things, and the lid was blown open on the hot tub. So I went to close it, and the hot tub is 3/4 empty of water. There must be a leak in it. So he said, can you go take my pickup with a water tank on it and haul a load of water, because he hauls his water from his dad's place, and I'm staying at his dad's place. So, and I do this frequently for him anyway. So he said, take over 2 pickup loads of water and make sure my tank is full, and then go and top up the hot tub and put the lid down, put weights on it, and then call me up and tell me where it's leaking. So, okay, I go over there and I do that last Friday and fill it up to the top, right level, check it out. Not a drip of water coming out. And then it went down to 20 below over the weekend, and I went over and checked it again, and the pump was working, the heater was working, the water was boiling, everything was fine, right? Saturday and Sunday was cold.
Spooky. Ooh.
And then Monday morning, we came up with this big wind, and it was warm and everything. And I go over there, and the lid's blown open again, blew the weights off the top of the lid, blew it open, and 6 inches of water blew out of the top of the thing. And I can't find, like, I filled it back up. There's nowhere that the water's going. It's not leaking out of the thing. It's literally when the wind blows the top up, it actually blows water right out of the tub.
Okay, well, I just did something here too that I better share quickly. Wait a second. I gotta. Well, I got the double screen on. I didn't realize I had that on. I don't know. Can the people out there see the double screen? I don't know. I've had a weird
No,
thing like where I recorded with the double screen, but then when I tried to like watch the recording, it was single screen. Here's the big news that I'm trying to share with you right now. Is
mhm.
it's happy birthday, Joe Stover. We are
Right.
wishing you a happy birthday right friggin' now. Right friggin' now, Joe Stover Day.
Yep.
I doubt he'll come on the show. I don't know. We did see him like a week or two ago though. That was pretty sweet.
Well,
Joe
at least
Stover.
he pokes his head in for pre-show if he can't be on for the whole show. Hopefully.
Wait, can you? So tell me, people, can you see us side by side out there, or are you only seeing one person at a time? Someone in the comments tell me. No, just one
No,
person at a time.
I'm just seeing you, and then my screen is just a little picture in the corner.
So it's really just my own preference. It's not like a
Yeah.
broadcast thing.
I
That's too
don't think you're
bad.
broadcasting a double screen. No.
That's stupid. Ugh, we pay good money for Zoom. This tragedy. Okay, well, you know what we better do is look at all the weather warnings in Canada right now. There's a million of them. It's like
Mhm.
all hell is breaking loose. But we can like avoid all these million dots in the north right away. I better move this thing out of the way. All these million dots are basically cold. And it's
Yeah.
basically it's not just cold where the dots are, just so you know.
Right. That's
It's like
just the spot, the center spot of where it's cold.
it's just where there's communities and
Yeah.
like in between there's like nothing to talk about, so they don't
And there's
forecast for.
nobody living there. And if somebody happens to ride by with a snowmobile and make another dot, they might have another dot.
There's a yeah, it's like all these, and even up here, that's just
Yeah.
cold, right? That's cold. So you can just imagine like all cold all the way up north there, even the dots, even the cold there,
Yeah.
even northern Ontario though we're gonna get into blowing snow, so we'll come back to that. Up in the passes into the Yukon, zero visibility, blowing snow. Blowing. Look at that! All the BC warnings have been dropped.
Yeah.
Oh no, like now we got nothing to talk about. Well, we got this one here still on the go. 50 to 25 centimeters for the Coca-Cola. Don't go the Coca-Cola. It's bad this evening through Friday. Frontal system, wet flurries, periods of snow, tapering off Friday evening, 15 to 25 centimeters. Visibility will be bad. It'll be bad. It'll be
Yeah.
bad. What about over on the Rogers Pass there? And guess what? Guess what? 25 to 35 centimeters continues now through Friday. They upgraded that one a little, I think.
Hadn't
Uh,
you posted that they had that road closed for the week?
well, no, it was just closed today because they were
Oh,
blowing the mountains up.
oh, okay.
Yeah, big avalanche hazard. So they had the helicopters there, or the army, one or the other, shooting the howitzers at the mountainside. You know they do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
To
actually,
break the avalanches loose before they become too big.
it's good time to let's get some howitzer training on everybody. Get out there, shoot some rounds at the mountainside there, and fire off some big slugs and make a big slide. I mean, that's the dream job, man. That's the dream job. So big snow there. Big snow tonight. 10 centimeters more Friday, but there's going to be gusty snow, winds, and all that. So our wind warnings have all basically been dropped. But yeah, it was pretty windy in a lot of places. It wasn't too bad here, but down in the valley, it often isn't.
Yeah.
Often isn't. And if you went on the
Well,
mountaintops, like
it's
I,
only
you know,
like a half an hour now since it was so loud it felt it was shaking the house until about a half hour ago here.
15 to 20 centimeters still for North Columbia, Kin Basket. Temperatures are currently above freezing in the region, it says, and the main precipitation is rain. However, this
Mhm.
evening snow levels will fall. Periods of snow will be heavy. And right into Friday, it'll taper off to a few flurries Friday afternoon. 10 to 20 centimeters expected. The mountains are going to get big snow there, big snow there. Up on the parkway, do not go over the Icefields Parkway tonight. I don't know why anybody would. And if you are, you definitely cannot hear me right now. Pretty sure. That's like one of those places where you'd be like, wow, I bet you weather radio would be a good thing to have here because there's no cell phone service. But no, they've decided no, they're go watch my after this. Of course, don't stop watching the show right now to go watch this. But I've put lots of good stuff on my channel you might like, including the fact that Environment Canada is ending weather radio. Their budget doesn't allow for it. I guess the Carney government is slashing things. We should be putting money into Environment Canada, into everything, including analog communication still. But no, 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 no. So go watch that later on sometime. And then right to your member of parliament. Snowfall for Calgary. Snowfall for Rocky Mountain House. Drumheller. All those places there. Snowfall at 15 to 30 centimeters expected tonight and Friday. Snow will begin over west central Alberta this evening and intensifying Friday morning, continuing through the day. The heaviest snow will be in the foothills region, and it will end near midnight on Friday night. Southern Alberta, Lethbridge there looking at you, and Crow's Nest Pass, Pinch Creek there, Medicine Hat, all southern Alberta. Wind warning still up to 130 kilometers an hour gusts, man. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's like over hurricane force. Just pretend there's a hurricane there, except there won't be. You won't have the storm surge. You don't have to worry about the ocean flooding you in Alberta. 10, 15 to 20 centimeters there. There's no tropical system. No, definitely not. Just very wind. The wind is the same kind of wind, though. It's the same intensity. Blowing snow in southern Saskatchewan. The snow is blowing. And over on, oops, I just happened to click on Lake Manitoba there by accident. Lake Winnipeg, maybe. Blowing snow in southern sections of Manitoba. Okay, Ontario. Let's talk about Ontario. Winter storm there, 15 centimeters, gusting 70. That's going until Friday morning. Snow is associated with the low pressure system that we just said goodbye to here in BC like a day and a half ago or a day ago or so. And then it rocketed across the prairie. And it's blowing snow. Conditions will improve from west to east by Friday evening. Blowing snow, winter storm, blowing snow, winter storm there. Oh, you get the idea. Winter storm up there, over here. Probably is it blowing snow? Okay, is this blowing snow or winter storm? Roll the dice. Blowing snow, winter storm or blowing snow. Flash freeze. I lose. That's like when you're playing rock, paper, scissors. You ever play rock, paper, scissors? What do you pick? What do you have one that you like to pick that you like? Are you always the rock or are you always the scissors?
I think I'm always the paper, if I remember right.
Ah. You know what I do? And just because it's funny,
Yeah.
and I accept the loss, but we go like rock, paper, scissors, fuck off, I say, and then
Yeah.
and then I just give them the thing that we're fighting for. But at least I got to say that. Blowing snow. So you look at it, meanwhile, Fort Francis. Oh, no. I just clicked a little bit too wrong. Here we go. Sioux Lookout. No, that's not it even. That's not it. The wind's down there, though. Sioux Lookout. Come on. There we go. Special weather statement. 2 to 5 centimeters, 70K there. The north side of Lake Superior there. Blowing, drifting snow, 2 to 5 centimeters. That's what's going on tonight on the Environment Canada board. Okay, we'll come back with you for some more stuff here in a second. 6:40. That's what time we got. Good to know. Get a check in on that. 20 minutes till the Frankie man shows up. It's always the best time of the week when Frankie comes and he gives the worldwide weather update basically on everything that happened in the entire world this week. Okay, here is statements from Environment Canada. So it was pretty windy, I guess. Rogers Pass had 16 centimeters of snow. This is following is a summary of events as of 5 p.m. Okay. Strong funnel system passed over in the 25th and 26th, bringing strong winds. We had a wind gust of 98 in Hope. Woo! 94 Lytton. Smithers had an 84. Prince George had an 81. Out by you, it's 76 there. Tatlioco, 69. Quesnel had a 67.
Mm-hmm.
Warm temperatures, though, bumping. Cache Creek, 13.5. Are you kidding me? I didn't see none of that. Salmon Arm, 15.2. Holy shnikes. Vernon area, 11.7. This is out of control. Very, very warm, and I didn't see any of that. Didn't happen here at all. Quebec, flurries. They had between 12 and 17 centimeters in Greater Montreal there. Flurries were reported. Flurries. Okay, let's have a look at the loop of them all. So this is, many of you have known my show, know that I like to look at the jet stream. The jet stream is like the conveyor belt that brings us the weather. Mm-hmm. Somewhere starting 17, 18, 20,000 feet, depending on the day, where the jet stream begins at and the intensity of which she blows. I caught a strong jet stream going across Canada, and we got record time when I landed in Toronto. It's just woof, right across the prairie there. But then you got to fly into the jet stream sometimes, and can really slow your flight down. Why am I telling you all this? Because we can deduce a lot about what's coming next. So first of all, Let it go roll here for a second, slam it into BC. So you can see that jet stream's coming right through BC. That's delivering the precipitation and moisture that we've been kind of dealing with for the last couple of days. Now look at this ridging. Boom. There's some warmer temperatures bumping on up into the southern section of the province. Boom. There's some warmer right there. Oh, look at that. There's a good warm moment or two coming ahead for us there. So, like, like we're done in areas that are not called Fort Nelson with being extremely cold in much of the province. It's just not going to happen again. We're going to come into March soon.
Yep.
We didn't have a minus 30 this year, and it's not happening.
Well, we had close to it here last week, but yeah.
Yeah, like a night or two where it hit 25, 26.5 the one night.
Yeah.
Close, but, we never legitimately had like an Arctic cold snap of any kind. Now, something else that was interesting just happened here, and you can see it right there. Boom, a little disturbance that just takes off. It was out in the coast there, takes off across the state. That's going to make some strong thunderstorms and things like that. I think when that comes through.
That little loop that kind of went across there.
Here's this low pressure system. Boom, slam California there, and Monday pops over the mountains there, makes a big low in through the next week into the States. That's a big storm right there. Boom. And there's one, too. Someone's showing up, and I can't see who because I got things in the way. But we'll find out. We'll find out who it is. It's Mike McGregor in Winnipegger. The Winnipegger Mike McGregor. The Winnipegger Mike McGregor. I'm going to remember that one. Winnipegger Mike McGregor. McGregor the Winnipegger. We can't hear you. Well, he figures that out. That's the jet stream this week. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Winnipeg, Mike McGregor in Hilding. Low there. Sweeping across the prairie. Weak low. We got weak low. Weak low up here. Weak disturbance out there. Let's watch how she all plays out. And first one in through up through northern Ontario there through the weekend. And a little bit of snow in Alberta there, going to the United States, northern states there. Pretty warm down there in America. Pretty warm. It looks like cold air spilling out there. Look at big high pressure, 1039, 1041. Woo, that's pretty high. That's pretty high. And then over here, this low is 982. Look at that. That's a big difference between those two numbers. Boom. In the weather world, that's a big difference. We lost the Winnipegger Mike McGregor. I don't know where he went. His audio doesn't seem to be working, though. So maybe he'll figure that out. Okay, watch. So this is the cold, high pressure, chilly coming down. We got very, very warm down here in the States. Very warm temperatures there. In some places, 35 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I just watched an American broadcaster. He was saying it's going to be 35 Fahrenheit warmer than seasonal here. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Just write that down in the back of my brain there. So you can see that cold spilling out. So you got the warm air, you got the cold there. Whoo, that's a big differential. And, BC still just kind of flirting with that warm sector. And look at that low there. I just going to see BC have much change. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Low, it's kind of the same old. Is it? We'll find out. We need to look at something a little bit bigger. This just kind of gives us like a larger view out. Here's a big low. There's something. Maybe this time it'll work. Got Mike coming back in this time. Oh, there's that storm. Some freezing rain up there in the northern New York State, it looks like. Some thunderstorm action down there.
Hey, Joey, sorry, my computer crashed.
Crashed. Well, we can hear you anyway.
Oh, it's slippery out. You got to tell your computer to be careful.
This doesn't have legs. It hasn't run away yet, so...
There's a more storm, more disturbance.
Grow legs, then I'll tell you.
We're just kind of looking far out there a little bit, but more of the same for BC. Like nothing seems that unusual here.
Such a mess
on the long range out. Yeah, that's like my life. Okay, what about temperature? Maybe we can discern something from looking at temperature around here. Yeah, the temperature. It's the GFS. No wonder I'm not seeing anything interesting. It's like we're looking at the wrong model. Temperature. Watch the temperature spilling out, though. Boom. Yeah, it's still going to be cold for you there, Mike. Ha! Take that. Boof. See that? Woo! There's a
Yeah,
chilly
I think I
weekend
saw
for you.
on my weather app -33 for an overnight low sometime this week, and then it's back up to the single digits and minus teens for highs.
Woo! Look at that bunch of cold friggin' air. Oh man, yeah, I would want to be Joe Stover. It's his birthday today, and for his birthday, we got him some more cold weather. He loves that though. Yeah, BC. Look at BC's warm. BC's warm. You can see some disturbances out there, kind of more of the same. Nothing. The pattern doesn't look that different for us. Look at that. A little bit of above, a bit of a Chinook in Alberta there. Next week, we're into March. We're well into March. Look at this warmth in the States, though, man. Boom.
I would love
Boom.
to be down in Florida next week.
I would never want to go to Florida. It's scary there. It's scary there. I got a story from Florida to share with you later on there. Well, look at this. See this? See this warmth? This is a good setup for what is the typical spring tornado season. Spring tornado season.
And it's a good setup for those Colorado lows to start developing too.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. You got that warmth out in front with that Gulf moisture coming on up. Ooh, and they're just looking for some Canadian cold air. That's what they're always talking about to the Americans. It's the only time you hear an American forecaster. Like if you watch Ryan Hall, y'all, like he'll never mention Canada until he's like some cold air from Canada. Ooh. That's the sound he always makes at the end of every one of his friggin' episodes. I just can't fucking stand it. It's like I'm always sad that I didn't turn the episode off before he did the woo at the end. But yeah, there's a classic setup. Cold air. Look at this warmth up into southern Ontario. Nice warmth, cold air. On the 8th, I bet you the tornado chasers are kind of looking at this out going, There's some setups maybe. Get that March early tornado season. Especially when you got lots of heat there and you got lots of cold up there. The two of them are just dynamite. Gulf moisture getting that dry Canadian cold, like they always say. Okay, enough of that.
That was something what happened with Ryan this week, eh?
Yeah, well, hopefully he's going to be on the show tonight. We can talk about that. So
did he get home then?
I don't know.
He was talking of leaving like last night or something.
So Ryan Vodolainen, who's on the show last week, if you were guys watching the show, he checked in from Mexico. And then this week, like he was sending us videos from his hotel window.
It was only a couple hours after our show that he started showing us videos, and they had a big battle with the gang down there.
No, it was over the weekend there. It was over the weekend.
Over the weekend, yeah, but a big battle with the cartel.
Yeah, well, like out of his window, there's like this just young guy, like just smashing the window. Yeah. I'm like, holy cow, viva la revolution. But then it turned out to be drug cartels, which wasn't cool at all. But yeah, so yesterday I reported in the channel. Here's another video that you can watch later, some other time. Don't stop watching this to go watch that. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of good stuff on my channel. You should really give me a chance. Give me a chance, everybody. My only plan for how to become a billionaire, Hilding, is to talk about the weather. Yeah. So we did talk about this, though. This isn't really the weather. This is weather related. Fatality on the anniversary glacier.
Buy one for myself.
And I just got to mute Mike there because fatality on the avalanche glacier, the anniversary glacier, avalanche conditions. Yeah, it's been that way. An error happened. Awesome. That's what we need right now is another error happened. Oh boy, what if we refresh? Maybe they just updated for the day. And I'm like on the last, maybe it's that. Is it something? No, an error happened. Avalanche Canada, it's bad out there. We need you to help us with forecast. An error happened while loading the forecast. And this is why 50 people died this weekend. Like, it must be okay then. says it's fine. It doesn't say anything. Says go ahead, do whatever you want. Just fill in the blank with whatever you want. You're fucked. Okay, well, we'll come back to
Does
that.
it do the same thing on another area? If it's click on another area on the map, does it
we
see that?
did. We clicked around and it didn't go well. Didn't go well. We did all the clicking and okay. I'm trying to get myself set up here for the next thing, which is to look at radar scope. It's a scope that I have with radar on it. What's going on? Okay, there's some storms down here. See these storms? We'll go look at those in a minute. Some severe thunderstorms. See the yellow? That's severe warned storms. We got stuff happening in BC. Got some stuff happening in Alberta. Okay, we can zero in on that. A little bit of stuff happening off Lake, the Georgian Bay. We can zero in on that. Okay, let's go check on these severe thunderstorms first, though. Tennessee.
Home little cell by Fayetteville.
Oh, and I know what's going on here is I am there. I'm on proper radar now. There's some high def radar. Now we don't want precipitation depiction. Now we want Karen Richards is coming. Here she comes. We want velocity scans. Okay, so a couple nugs there. Tennessee. A couple nice looking nugs. Look at that. Holy boom. Holy. Zap. Bam. That's all out.
A lot of lightning.
That's going off over there, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
Look out. Orm. Look out, Orm. There's a storm right by Orm. There's a storm by
The
Orm.
Orm storm, huh?
Right by South Pittsburgh, which is nowhere near Pittsburgh. And Jasper, by the way. And Jasper and Colmont there.
And
All
Whitwell.
the names that come from other places, huh?
That's like what America's like. It's so weird. All they're like, you just drive through and everything's like the name of a different
Yeah.
place. Like
There's how many different places they're all
Duck
named.
Hill.
I'm in Ontario, California. I'm in Toronto, Ohio. You know, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
Winnipeg, Mississippi.
is there a Winnipeg in Mississippi?
Yeah, there is.
What? Holy! Look it up for me. Go find it on the Google Earth. I want to see that. See if we can find. Here's
Okay.
Winnipeg. Here's Mississippi right here. Imagine if it just happened to be Winnipeg, Mississippi that I clicked onto here. That'd be fucked up. There, Oakland. See, that's not where Oakland is. Coffeeville. I want to go
It's
there.
in Missouri. Pardon me.
Okay. Winnipeg, Missouri.
Winnipeg.
Wow.
Missouri.
It's by
That should
by-
be just right above there then.
So it's like, yeah, you're like, I'm from North Winnipeg. You're like the one in Manitoba. You know. It's okay. Severe thunderstorm in Australia. All right, let's go Australia.
It's
then.
east. It's northeast of Springfield, Missouri.
Speaking of, okay, see if you can find it on there. Then we'll get you to share it to everybody here on the screen.
I got it.
Okay, we'll come to you in a minute here after we look at. Speaking of people that have like bizarre names for places, here we are in Dinner Plain and Ben Ambra. They don't know this is a part of Australia where most of the names are pretty cool and normal. Actually, see Paradise Beach.
Yeah, they do have some pretty crazy names some places.
Like I just saw one right there, Toongabby.
Gabby,
See?
yeah.
There's just no bad storms. Well, look, there's some more of it.
Lickala.
What other radar stations do we have here? Do we have any other radar stations? We do. Yeah. Any more storms up here? No, they're all down there. So there's no storms where there's towns with funny names in Australia right now, unfortunately. Which is like the thing I was looking forward to the most. Dry Plain and Breadbow and Cabramura and Tintaldra and Corryong and Nimbitabe and Bamboka, Bombala, Bandaga, Con River, Orbost and Malakuta. There, the storm in Ensay, Bruth and Bendock, and Nidabin and Kuma and Aragatosh. Head, Bragdag, Majors, Craig, Braidwood, Cabra.
Lower Borough, Larbart, Braidword, Majors Creek, Gundagey, Jonah. Yes. The place called Yas.
Jimmy, Johnny, Bolly Bong, Bingley Bong, Jimmy, Jimmy, Domino Bong. Okay, so
This
meanwhile in the fucking Caribou in Prince George, here, Vanderhoof and Mabes, Wells, BC, and Quesnel. There's a couple, a little bit of, we have got some snow falling out my window. I wish I could show you, but if I showed you, it would just look black. Especially because I got this thing behind me here. So we got some snow there. What do we got going on down in southern British Columbia right now? Do we have 60 centimeters falling in the friggin'? No, not yet. There's no snow falling there. Like who called that? I feel weird that I repeated it. Here comes Brandon Hauk. Maybe he can explain. We're 3 minutes from
Winnipeg,
Frankie.
Missouri. I got it on a map.
Okay, yeah, you better find it right now before Frankie gets here. And show us off. Is there Winnipeg, Missouri? And meanwhile, I got my own thing to do here.
Winnipeg,
Take it away.
Missouri.
Winnipeg, Missouri. It's like it's a little small town.
With
Yeah.
a big
middle of
drug
nowhere.
problem.
Yeah, I've been through it already. I mean, that was years ago, but
You've been to
Winnipeg
Winnipeg.
Drive. That's it.
yeah.
You've been to Winnipeg, Missouri, Hilding?
Yeah, I totally forgot about it until we started looking at it on the map, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember now when we went through it. I see it on the map, and then I remember because that would be almost the same map as my mother was using a road map at the time when we were going through there.
Okay.
It's like on the edge of the Ozarks.
We got everybody showing up now. It's just about showtime. Frankie's outside. He's out stealing Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
And Frankie. We got Karen. We got Frankie. We got Brandon. We got Hilding. We got Mike McGregor, the Winnipegger. Karen Richards, the Prince Georger. No, that doesn't rhyme. Oh well, we had a roll going here. And Brandon Hauk from Brooks. No, it doesn't rhyme at all, Frankie. Hey, Frankie. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you again.
So I hit record.
Now,
Okay. Recording in progress. Joey Only here. Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. You're watching Thursday night, 7 p.m. And this is the COMEDEOROLOGY broadcast for you all. We make for you every week here, coming from Wells, British Columbia. It's your show about how much the weather sucks in Canada. It sucks in Canada a lot, eh? especially this time of year. As you all know.
and
it's,
now USA as well.
yeah, it does suck down there too, doesn't it, Frankie?
Yeah.
It does suck down there too. So
And
I got,
UK.
and it sucks in the UK as well, Frankie McDonald says. And we're going to tell you all about it this week on the show. Let's go.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather or not.
It's the Comediological Report. You're hearing us on CF. You are Prince George, 88.7 FM, CKUW 95.9 in Winnipeg. Yeah, Kamloops as well. That's CFBX, CHLS and 100.5 in Lillooet. Thank you, everybody. 92.5 there on your radio dial, Kamloops. That's right, Kamloops. I'm coming to play down in Kamloops if you're hearing me down there. That's right, April 2nd. Going to play at the Blue Grotto. And then, you know what I'm going to do after that? Going to go to Seashell and play at the Legion there the next night and the Friday night. Woo! And then on the 5th, we're going to play at Lanaloo's in downtown Vancouver on Commercial Drive. Good old Lanaloo's going to be rocking. That's a great venue. Can't wait. Going to be awesome, just like this show is. I got like a whole friggin' list of comediologists with me. The comedy meteorologists from across Canada.
Someday
Frankie
you could be performing in Daniels in Sydney.
Someday I'm going to be in Sydney, Frankie. I've played in Nova Scotia before, but not for a long time, not for 15 years. Not for 15 years since I put a show on in Halifax. That's Frankie McDonald there from Cape Breton in Nova Scotia, by the way. He's a world-famous weatherman. You've heard of him before. He's the guy who yells about the weather a lot, and he's hilarious, funny, beautiful, charming, handsome, my friend. And he's a big hero to his community. Care about Frankie very much. He's our star of the show every week there. And my co-host, Brandon Hauk in Brooks, Alberta, the radio weatherman. He's always the person you want to be listening to if you are in Alberta and Saskatchewan and whatnot, Winnipeg, well, pretty much anywhere because it's on the radio everywhere. Okay. And then, of course, then I got the rest of the panel as well. Karen Richards and Prince George, Mike McGregor, the Winnipegger, and Hilding, the cowboy in Grassy Plains, British Columbia. There is a place in British Columbia called Grassy Plains. There is a place in British Columbia called Grassy Plains. You know that song? You know that song? Okay, Frankie McDonald. He is the world's best weatherman, by the way. And he's always the one we start the show off with. And he's standing in the street right now out in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Absolutely, in Sydney.
Yeah, he's standing outside Dooley's. And here we go.
Can you yodel for us? Who has the worst weather in the world, Frankie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie!
Who's got the worst weather in the world so far, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. The worst weather in the world so far is up around Northern Ontario. It's going to bring lots of high winds and snow up in Northern Ontario, close to where Kins and Clump lives.
Yeah, we were on the Kins and Clump show yesterday. You, me, Brandon, Wasn't that fun?
It was great so far. There's going to bring lots of snow, and all across in Northern Ontario and things like this. It's going to bring snow now up in Alberta and things like this. They get really dry weather in California, New Mexico, Arizona, where Gary Dion lives, including in Utah to get some lots of rain heading towards southern states as well. And it's going to be lots of snow heading towards Virginia this Tuesday coming, like Richmond, Virginia, and all those places in Washington, D.C. It's going to bring lots of rain all across. And Atlanta, Georgia on Friday and Saturday coming up. It's going to bring lots of cold air in Northern Ontario, Southern Ontario, including Jason Marshall's going to get snow. On Monday, We Don't Have Cookies podcast host is getting snow Monday as well. It's going to bring really cold temperatures in Southern Ontario, in Northern Ontario, in Manitoba, and all those places. And it's going to bring lots of cold weather and windy next week all across Saskatchewan and Alberta and all those places. And it's going to bring lots of St. Anne winds to California as well. And the weather all across Central America. And lots of dry air in Mexico right now, including Guatemala. A chance of thunderstorms and forecast both Costa Rica, El Salvador, Nigeria, Honduras, and Panama. They got showers and thunderstorms and forecast in those places right now. And the weather all across South America is a lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in Brazil right now. Amazon rainforest. It's really dry Venezuela right now, and in far northern Brazil. And a lot of rain in central Brazil right now, including Rio de Janeiro. And all those places are going to turn drier there because the dry season will be coming up in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in Colombia right now, parts of Ecuador, parts of Bolivia, parts of Peru. In northern Chile, it's really dry right now. Lots of rain in southern Chile right now, snow up in the mountains. Then you got some showers of forecast in northern Argentina. In central Argentina is lots of warm air right now. In southern Argentina, lots of wind going on in showers of forecast and rain and forecast. In Lucia, Argentina got lots of rain heading towards Stanley Falkland Islands, Lucia, Argentina as well. And weather all across the United Kingdom right now is a lot of wind and rain and snow showers heading towards England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. And then again, over in France, and lots of rain heading towards France. It's drier in eastern France for now. And Spain's going to get some rain. And cool temperatures in parts of Portugal as well. And Germany is dry, they're going to turn wet. And so is Netherlands, Denmark, and all those places. Coast areas in Norway is no rain and forecast. So is Norway, Finland, Sweden. Lots of snow in Finland as well. And so is parts of Sweden. And Poland is lots of warm area heading towards Poland, Germany, and all those places. Italy, Bosnia, Croatia, and Albania, Greece. Lots of snow in eastern Turkey right now. Last week, 7.1 magnitude earthquake just hit Malaysia, where Brian V. Why We Work lives.
Big old earthquake, eh, Frankie? Can't escape them forever.
And in Greece, and they got some cold air aiming towards Egypt, in Israel, in Jordan, in Lebanon, all those places. In Libya, it's a little bit cooler than forecast. Moscow, Russia, it's got warm air, cold air fighting each other in Moscow, Russia. And the weather all across East Asia is a lot of snow squalls going on, and snow and rain in Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan. It gets some cold air, warm air fighting each other. They got more rain in Japan this Tuesday coming in southern Japan. Then they got some snow squalls heading towards northwestern Japan. Then they got South Korea, lots of rain in far South Korea right now. They got a lot of rain aiming towards South Korea on Sunday. And North Korea is cold right now. Vladivostok, Russia, and Far East Russia is getting a lot of snow and high winds. After storm bypassing Japan this Saturday, Friday and Saturday coming up, then it's going to turn to the northwest direction. It's going to aim it towards somewhere in Russia. Storm is going to make a U-turn and hit Russia. And Magadan, Russia is really cold and snowy right now, including Yakutsk, Russia, still really cold right now. So it's Northwest Russia, Cheetah, Russia, Oymyakon, Russia, and Vorkuta, Russia, and all those places. And Mongolia is really cold right now. It's going to gradually warm up one day at a time. Next month into April, it's going to gradually warm up in Yakutsk, Russia, where Bola Bachgraf lives, including Norilsk, Russia, and all those places. Going to gradually warm up there. And it's in a lot of rain going on in China right now. In Wuhan, China is getting a lot of rain. Wuhan, China, with some entering rainy season. Lots of rain in Hong Kong right now. Heading towards Hong Kong and Taiwan and all those places. A lot of Philippines, dry weather in Philippines right now. It's going to turn wet. And lots of rain in Singapore and parts of Malaysia, Singapore and Indonesia. Lots of rain, thunderstorms going on in parts of Thailand and Vietnam and Laos, and it's really dry Bangladesh and Myanmar and Cambodia. Over in India, and the weather is really dry in India right now. Soon be in this there kind of summer. It's going to bring extremely hot temperatures in April. Sri Lanka's in the dry season right now. Then a couple of cyclones going to develop off the coast of Australia because their autumn starts on March 1st. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, is really dry right now. Lots of rain going on in Iran next Wednesday coming up in parts of Iraq, Syria. Saudi Arabia is really, really dry right now. So it's the United Arab Emirates, Oman, Yemen, Qatar, and all those places. And the weather all across the Sahara Desert is really dry right now. A little bit of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast in Nigeria again. It's going to get more intense once time goes on. And the weather all across southern Africa is lots of rain thunderstorms going on in Zimbabwe, Zambia, and northern Mozambique right now. In Botswana, there's a lot of rain thunderstorms. So is Angola, southern Congo, and Tanzania. I'm just going to head towards parts of South Africa. And Madagascar, there's a lot of rain and thunderstorms going on right now. So it's La Reunion and Mauritius Islands right now. And the weather all across Perth, Western Australia is really dry. Perth, Australia right now. So we're getting a lot of rain this side of the hemisphere winter. A lot of rain and thunderstorms and hail in Darwin, Australia. There's a possible cyclone aiming towards Darwin, Australia next week. A lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in Queenstown, Australia, Cairns, Australia, Sydney, Australia. There's a little bit of showers and thunderstorms from Brisbane, Melbourne, and Canberra, Australia. And the weather all across New Zealand is lots of rain and thunderstorms going on in Auckland, New Zealand. And it's drier than Invercargill, New Zealand. It's going to turn really wet next week. The Sunday coming up, including Hawke's Bay, Napier, New Zealand, including Hamilton, New Zealand, New Plymouth, New Zealand, Stratford, New Zealand, and Nelson, New Zealand, Greymount, New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand, Dundee, New Zealand, all those places. Antarctica is starting to get some darkness next month into April. Then South Pole will be starting to get a lot of darkness in March and April. And guess what?
What?
Up in the Arctic, starting to get some more daylight up in the Arctic right now.
Excellent. Ready for some questions, Frankie?
Yes.
All right, Karen's got some questions for you here.
Okay, so this one is from Shelly. She wants to know, Frankie, how much snow you got this week.
A lot of snow for the whole month of February, grand total, since Groundhog Day.
That's a lot, Frankie. Any other questions? Any questions from the audience in the chat?
I'm checking.
Let us know. Anyone on the panel there? Mike's chomping at the bit. Winnipegger Mike McGregor.
Okay, Frankie. How cold is it gonna get in Manitoba this week? I'm thinking
It's going to get
minus
extremely cold in
30s.
Manitoba. Then it's going to work its way to Nova Scotia on Monday. And then that means the warm air and cold air are going to fight each other. And Siberia is going to warm up gradually through the month of March and April. Siberia will be getting a lot of snow in April in Yakutsk.
Thanks, Frankie.
What's better, Frankie? The color red or the color blue?
Blue.
I was always wondering about that. Me too. That's what I think. I like that as well. Hilding, do you got a question for Frankie before we go here? I know you've been thinking really hard about this.
I was wondering how much wind do you think it would take to blow water from a lake horizontally?
And really powerful winds. The really powerful winds that can cause snow squalls in Ontario and things like this in Lake Manitoba.
Mhm.
Oh, really powerful winds. If anyone in the audience there has a question there, do write it in the chat. That's why you radio listeners do want to watch the live stream here on Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. You really do. Okay, Frankie, do you want to do Frankie videos of the week right now? Or
let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. The Frankie video of the week. Frankie the legend. This is Frankie at its best. I love this. Let's go.
Yes.
Now, are you ready?
This is Frankie McDonald. This is Frankie McDonald. This is Frankie McDonald. My own TV station live from Sydney, Nova Scotia. There are so many people who are saying Frankie McDonald videos are AI, but it's not true. But the AI videos are kicking up the super max gear on social media, the super high gear on social media. And these days, every social media, a lot of social media, and so many AI videos on it. And videos of me, it's not AI at all. Here's me wiggling my fingers. Massive blizzard is headed towards New York City on Sunday, February the 22nd, 2026, during evening hours. It's going to bring a whole lot of snow in New York City and surrounding areas. It's going to bring 6 to 12 inches of snow or more. Massive blizzard is headed towards Massachusetts on Monday, February the 23rd, 2026. It's going to bring 24 inches of snow, especially in Boston, Massachusetts, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Provincetown, Massachusetts, Framingham, Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts. Going to bring really dangerous and treacherous driving conditions and streets, roads, highways, and interstate highways will be snow covered in Massachusetts, especially in Boston and surrounding areas. It's going to hit Rhode Island, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Connecticut as well. Massive snowstorm is headed towards Nova Scotia on Monday, February the 23rd. There's so many people starting false rumors. Well, Frankie McDonald is dead, but I am still alive. Here's me wiggling my fingers. I am still alive. It's going to bring 30 plus centimeters of snow, and winds are going to be really strong. That's going to cause blowing and drifting snow, reduced visibilities, and dangerous and treacherous traffic conditions, and streets, roads, highways, and Trans-Canada Highway will be snow covered. It's going to hit Halifax and Cape Breton, including Sydney, including New Glasgow, and Anchorage, Inverness, Truro, Shelburne, Liverpool, Lunenburg, Digby, Kentfield, Shelburne, Yarmouth. Hey everybody, the asteroid 1997 XF11 is headed towards the Earth on October 26, 2028. The asteroid 1997 XF11 is going to bypass the Earth. That's going to cause a lot of earthquakes. The asteroid's going to bypass the Earth. If it's a clear skies that night, look up the asteroid in the sky. Make sure you have your binoculars and telescopes ready to search for the asteroid 1997 XF11 on October 26, 2028. Because it's headed towards the Earth. It's going to be a chance of AI apocalypse in the future. It's going to bring so much snow, drifts, and very strong winds. People in Nova Scotia, be prepared. Have your winter gear ready. People in Massachusetts, be prepared. Have your winter gear ready. And order your pizzas and Chinese food. Hey Joey, breaking news. You'll be on H Street Podcast on Monday, March 2nd, 2026 at 12 p.m. Pacific for Frank Down. Hey everybody, I'll be on Base Guy Show on Friday, February 27th, 2026 at 11:50 p.m. Atlantic, 10:50 p.m. Eastern, 7:50 p.m. Pacific, 8:50 p.m. Mountain, 9:50 p.m. Central.
Those really good ones this week, Frankie.
I'm showing you Charlotte Street in Sydney. I'm showing you Pitt Street in Sydney.
You sure got a lot of snow this week there, didn't you, Frankie? What kind of snow did you get?
Quite a bit of snow in Sydney.
Like the water kind, eh? We got more questions. Karen's got more audience questions for you. Brrr, audience questions with Karen.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have one more from Jesse. I'm not sure where. Anyways, Frankie, where is the best food in the world?
Pizza's a Chinese food.
Where is the best pizzas and Chinese food in the whole world?
And I like Belly Buster's Pizza. I like Juan's restaurant.
Yeah. I could go for some pizza and Chinese food right now. That's what you want to get before a big storm, though, right, Frankie? That will save your life.
People gotta order your
Chinese.
pizza far in advance before the gigantic storm.
Yeah, it'll save your life having your pizza ahead of time. Storm food.
Yes.
So that's good stuff. Well, Frankie McDonald, you are classic, buddy. You are just totally original. I love it.
Malaysia
love
had a
it.
7.1 magnitude earthquake last week.
Are you going to go into Dooley's now, get some chicken wings or something like that? Or?
Just getting back to Dooley's. It's time for Brandon Houck Report.
It's time for Brandon Houck Report. That's right, buddy. It is. Yeah. So not only, and this, Frankie, you're going to miss it, though, if you're gone, because the Brandon Houck Report is special now, because we also have the dad jokes of the week at the end of the Brandon Houck Report.
No.
Yeah, they're back still. Dad jokes of the week.
The Brandon Houck Report.
Oh, hi. This is the Brandon Houck Report.
Brought to you by
Smoking good barbecue.
Brandon Houck, Alberta. What do you got for us this week, buddy?
I got some smoking good jokes for you coming up in just a few minutes. So
Yummy.
stick around, stick around. Anyways, we've had some pretty, I'd say some pretty decent weather today. 12 degrees. Rosemary, which is the community just north of me here, is the hot spot in Alberta today. Salmon Arm, British Columbia, the hot spot in Canada at 15.2 degrees. So what a day it was. And, we'll recap the weather from last week because it was cold. Last weekend, and, we warmed up eventually throughout the week here. I went to Griffin Park School on Tuesday, did a little school chat about how I got, the big question was, how old was I when I got into the weather? And I told them I was 8. And they all looked at me like, what? 8? Yeah.
It was actually much younger than that, as I recall. You were born. The first thing you said was, "I'm cold." Right there.
No.
First weather observation.
First weather observation was
Moment
looking
of birth.
outside at a thunderstorm, saying, "This is cool."
He was born ready to forecast. This guy.
Born
for storms.
That's right.
Storm born.
Born for storms. There we go. And today was an interesting day actually across the province, as I mentioned. Pincher Creek wind gust is 122 kilometers an hour earlier today. So, you'd probably blow strong enough to blow you down. No doubt about that.
They'll give you an earache.
Yeah, or give you an earache too. And then we had the snow squalls, convective, low top convection. Central and northern regions of the province even had some lightning strikes near Wabasca earlier today.
That's right.
Just right around, I'd say, 9-10 o'clock this afternoon. And now we've got that cold front blasting southwards, and temperatures are starting to drop off across the south. As I mentioned, we got up to about 11 degrees. We had not as strong winds here in Brooks as they had Lethbridge right to Medicine Hat, and strong winds all the way towards Moose Jaw earlier today with the warm temperatures there. And now we've got the front sagging south. We had the snow squalls reach the Edmonton area. We had whiteout conditions on Highway 43 from Whitecourt right towards Grand Prairie earlier today as well. And now that band of snow slumping southwards. And we'll start to move into southern Alberta overnight tonight. So the original area of low pressure is going to be pushing its way towards Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So areas like from, let's say, high level all the way into central Manitoba, probably picking up at least 10 to 20 centimeters of snow as the system drags its way towards southeasterly or southeast there. And then we could see blowing snow issues southern Manitoba and southeastern Saskatchewan. They've got even blizzard warnings on the lakes of Manitoba as the storm swings its way through to the southeast. And then, upslope enhancement really starts to kick up here as we go through Friday. So we'll probably see at least 15 to 30 centimeters of snow north of Calgary into the areas near Red Deer, back towards Nordegg, points off to the southeast there. And then for us here in Brooks, I'm going to go with probably about 7 to 12 centimeters of snow through the day on Friday. So it is going to be a very snowy day on Friday compared to today. A colder start to the weekend, and then we see those temperatures rebound a bit as we go into next week. Couple stories that I found out this week here. Couple of them.
Guess what, Brandon?
What?
The legend Joe Stover just showed up, and it's his 30th birthday.
30th birthday.
Can you imagine if that was true?
Well, it's your birthday.
It's my birthday anyway. I'm 30 plus 14.
30 plus 14 there. Joe Are you sticking around for a little bit, Joe?
Yeah, I can stick around for a little bit. My train is delayed, so I've got the time.
Hey, right on. This is great news. Your train's delayed, so you have time. Okay, Brandon Hauk, we're going to go to Joe Stover for his birthday here in a minute. This is actually a great thing happening.
Great. It is. He's just in time for the dad jokes, too. But before I get to the dad jokes, so Mr. Clean, he is retiring after 68 years of very hard work, on the bottle, flexing. So he's retiring.
No more Mr. Clean?
Yeah, he's retiring.
The woke mob.
Years. And then a guy in Ottawa got chased by 2 turkeys and jumped into a stranger's vehicle to get to safety, so that's happened this week as well. So those are some wild stuff, but not as wild as the dad joke calendar.
The dad joke calendar.
We go through 7 terrible dad jokes. Actually, this week might be pretty good. It might be pretty good. Okay, here we go. So we'll go to the 22nd, which is the February 22nd here. All right. Here we go. Which bathroom appliance would be the worst life preserver?
Definitely the toilet.
It's the sink. Yes.
Right. I was thinking about how much you don't want to hang on to a toilet when you're in the water.
No. Not good at all.
You guys can all jump in on this too. A lightning round here. Dad jokes.
All right, here we go.
See if you can get the right answer.
We go to February 23rd. What happens when a frog's car breaks down?
He gets towed.
Towed away. There we go. Oh, yeah. Hilding got that one. All right. Now to the 24th here of February. What do you call recently married spiders?
What spider?
Recently married spiders.
Oh, recently married spiders. Yeah, they're caught in the web.
Newlywebs.
There we go. Newlywebs.
Yeah. Good one, Joe.
All right.
Thanks, Hilding.
So I used to work in finance, but I lost interest. So that was on the 25th. Now we go to today. What do you give a sick lemon?
I know this one.
Go for it, Karen.
The COVID vaccine.
No, do you guys go? Because I already know it. So guess.
Well, you have to say it then if you know it. That's how you get the point.
You would have to look it back up.
Yeah. Then you don't know it.
Is it lemonade?
Yes, lemonade.
Oh, Joe is winning tonight.
He is. All right.
We're letting him win because it's his birthday.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Right?
All right. So what? Here's the 27th. This is for tomorrow. Why can't pigs play soccer?
Because no, too busy eating donuts.
Because they could fly.
There's a pig skin something. Do.
What was the question again? What's the joke again?
Why can't pigs play soccer?
Oh, this is a tough one, eh?
Oh.
No one knows, I guess, this one. Yeah,
No.
No.
the FIFA
No
World
guesses.
Cup question there.
So they hog the ball.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Come on. Come on.
oh,
Come on,
that
Brandon.
is so old, Brandon.
Brandon, okay. Come on, Brandon.
That's an old Brandon.
All right.
1 point, Brandon.
28th. Here we go. What do you call an elf who learns independently?
Oh, he's
Oh.
I guess this is gonna be another point for Brandon. No one on the panel.
No one knows. I don't know either.
Elf taught.
Oh, that
Oh,
that was too easy. We just missed that one because it was too easy.
really, dude?
That's tough.
February is a great month for jokes. Wow.
Yeah, it's the #1 month for jokes in the world.
So far. So far.
In fact, today is the funniest day of the year.
I've got some jokes up my sleeve too.
Oh yeah. Well, we're going to Joe. I'm sorry. It's his birthday.
Speaking of jokes.
We're going to Joe Stover.
I'll
Correctly.
take it.
Correctly. Gone. Joe Stover. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank
Where
you.
You're getting on the train. You're going down to Winnipeg.
Actually, just going to Gillum. So the closest community south to us is Gillum, which is about 250 kilometers as a crow flies and about 300 kilometers by rail. My niece is playing hockey tomorrow, and so there's a bunch of kids from Churchill that are getting on the train today, and I had a break in my Northern Light season, so I decided to be the good uncle, and I'm going to go down there and cheer for the day and then hop on the northbound train tomorrow night, and I'll be back here in Churchill Saturday morning.
That is totally awesome. Does anybody want to wish Joe a happy birthday on the panel?
We need Frankie with his
Happy
singing.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks,
point,
Mike. Thank
1
you,
point for
Mike.
Mike there, yeah. He gets a point.
Yeah, it's Northern Light season here has been great for those that don't know. Churchill is one of the premier destinations, not just in Canada but the world, to see Northern Lights easily, I guess, relatively so, just in terms of accessibility of getting up here. And the lights have been amazing, almost as good as what's behind you, Joey. And we were actually treated to a very, very neat spectacle. While we were looking up at the Northern Lights and getting things ready, we had a meteor flash through the sky, not just a shooting star, but one that exploded. You can see the visible explosion in the upper atmosphere, and it lit up the sky. It was amazing. So it's been a great season for lights and other astronomical phenomena.
That is excellent, man.
Mhm.
I'm so glad to see you.
It's great to see you guys too.
Anyone else want to wish Joe a happy birthday?
Oh my gosh, we have like seriously about 25, 30 people. Joe, wishing you happy birthday on the live chat.
Wow.
Holy
that's
cow there.
fantastic. Well, thank
Look
you
at this
very
there.
much.
Bro Campbell, man, happy birthday. How long's the train ride down from Churchill there, Joe? How long does that take?
To Gillum, it's only it's about 8 hours. Has to go pretty slow. Well, relatively slow because the train is built on muskeg, but it's been rail line's been getting some serious upgrades in the last few years, and yeah, it's very steady line. So yeah, but if you were to take the train all the way to Winnipeg from Churchill, it would be roughly 45 hours.
A long time
To-
there.
to-
Happy
to-
dang
yeah.
B-Day, Joe from Shalom. Shelly says happy birthday. And we got lots of people saying happy birthday on the thing.
Well, that's great. Well, it's great to chat with everybody and those that are on the live chat and you folks on the panel. It's been way too long, and Thursdays has just always been a tough day for me, but just the stars aligned and everything for today. So I'm glad that you let me in.
It's like that with
Happy
Sunday mornings
birthday,
with
Joe.
me.
Thank you
1
so
point for
much.
Karen. Karen gets a point.
Thank you
too.
so much, Karen.
Yeah, you got a point. While we're in Manitoba, Mike, you had a nice little squall go through there yesterday. Tell us about your squall.
Yeah, actually, Tuesday we had a really powerful clipper system go through southern Manitoba. I was actually surprised that we got hit with it at the last minute. I was like, where did this come from? We got hit with quick 10 centimeter bursts. Justin said at one point there was a 44 decibel reading off of radar scope, so that's really heavy snow. And we had near zero visibility for a period of time. That same clipper system is kind of left and it's moved to northwestern Ontario right now where all the snow is. Last week we had nothing but extreme cold weather and we had a mini snowstorm, as I mentioned. Today we had a complete blowtorch pattern change, take on words, because it was so mild today. You could actually smell farmyards in the air. We had a cold weekend last weekend, kind of temps in the minus teens. This week's been kind of mild in the upper minus single digits. Justin and I were talking. It seems this winter has mostly been flip flop. 1 week brutal cold, next week mild and warm. I'll take it because with Manitoba we usually get those really extended periods cold. Not this year. On Friday, by the time the show has already happened, tomorrow gusts of 70 to 80 kilometers an hour on Friday. Temp pattern looks to flip again this weekend with overnight lows in the minus 20s, and maybe one night Friday and Saturday already happened. Time to hear this. I'm so happy to say we're likely over the worst of winter. So we'll probably see a return to those milder March temps, getting slushy and messy around sometime.
It's coming.
Funny. Huh?
It's coming.
Funny story. Ohio sanitation worker finds suspect hiding from police in a trash can in Ohio. And Ohio suspect has been nicknamed Oscar the Grouch after it was now by police hiding in a trash can.
Well, was he
Hooper Heights-
actually grouchy, though? That's not fair. We don't know if he was actually grouchy.
It was a sanitation worker seen making his rounds in a residential neighborhood, rolling a bin towards a garbage truck. And a man was seen peeking out of the trash can and jumping out and running. The officers then chased after the man as they both disappear out of the camera's view.
Ohio. Okay. I got a question for you. Now, you obviously have cellular service where you live, right, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Karen obviously does. Brandon, you got good cell service in Alberta. So this doesn't concern you as much, I guess. You got good cell service, right?
One bar, if you call that good service, where I am in the boonies.
Okay, so you
But
rely
if I
on
go
weather
closer to
radio.
Brooks, then it goes up. But
You know where I'm going with this. I made a video about weather radio today. Mark made a blog, and I made a video based on Mark's blog, meteorologist Mark, and we'll have Mark back soon. He's going to make a big announcement about his life soon for everybody. And we've been talking about this for a while, him and me, and I've had to just shut
I'm
up
upset
and not have
the whole change.
Not have Mark on the show the last couple of weeks. Nonetheless, Mark talking about weather radio being canceled. Now, Joe, what's cell service like in Churchill?
It has gotten better, but obviously we are at the whims of weather and things like that, and we certainly have had over the years we've had maybe 2 or 3 outages per year, and that usually means it's something that needs to be fixed manually somewhere. Like I said, there's the fiber optic line that runs between here and Gillum that provides us with that service, and if there is something wrong, it is not a quick fix. So certainly when the cell service goes down here, we are.
Well, what about if you're out in the tundra buggy and you're herding polar bears?
No cell service out there, sir.
Okay, there you go. So Hilding, what about you in Grassy Plains? You got much for cell service out there, sir?
There's one tower for about a 200-mile circle, and the tower is just north of Burns Lake. Well, I'm on the very outside edge of the range here. So my house at South Bank, I have good service because I can actually see the tower from my house. But out here when I'm working on the farm, it's just like there's a couple of tall hills where I get a little bit of service. The rest of the time, there isn't any.
Hey, well, as soon as I leave the valley, and of course, up to 2 years ago, there was no cell service in the valley here. And you know what happens too is you get these people in Ottawa, and they work for Environment Canada or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be mean here or whatever, but they'd have no clue that people live in a place that there's no cell service. They can't imagine it. They don't even think about it. It doesn't cross their friggin' minds, right? I know this because people come to Wells all the time because Wells is so touristy and campy, and we didn't have cell service until 2 years ago. We got just a little tower that sits over on the slag pile in town here. And as if you're past the lake, you don't get anything. If you go around the corner to Barkerville, you got nothing. If I'm up on top of the mountain here watching a thunderstorm, I can get a couple bars, as you guys have seen over time. But as soon as I go back to the Caribbean Wilderness, there's nothing. Right? They're canceling weather radio. And I got to confess, I don't have a weather radio. And I was going to get one, is kind of why I'm annoyed. It was like on my shopping list. I've been looking at them like, I'm going to get a weather radio
Yeah, one
this
thing
year.
I want to mention, Joey, too, is there's an area where there's no cell service whatsoever between Ericsdale to Narcisse. You go up there, there's no cell service, and then
Dude, that's like all of BC. If you're off the highway, because what you got here is you got these valleys, right? So you're in the valley, and you're where the highway is. You know, you're going up the Fraser River or whatever. You're going on Highway 99 or Highway 1. You're in the low country where the road is. The road's not on top of the hills ever, right? So you're down there. So you go to Quesnel and you got cell service there. Then you get about 15 minutes out to town. Bam, you're out. Sometime you get close to Williams Lake 100 kilometers later. You start picking up cell service again. So you got this big gap, right? And even if there is in some of those corridors cell service along those corridors, some of them there is. It's improved over the years. As soon as you're out of the valley, you go up a logging road and you're going to go work down Logan Road. You go up and take the switchbacks. You go up out of the valley. Now you're up over the hit. And bam, you're at a cell service like that.
You're singing Northern Manitoba's song, Joey. It's the pretty much anywhere north of the 53rd parallel here in Manitoba, you have cell service just in the towns, and then out in the bush, really nothing. Thankfully, there's cell towers along Highway number 6, which is the main north-south road connects southern Manitoba and northern Manitoba. But outside of that, yeah, like I'm going to be on the train right away going to Gillam, and I won't have any cell service whatsoever until I get kind of close to Gillam. But there are people that do work, just as in BC, there's work that goes on in the Manitoba bush, and there is no cell service. So you're either having to haul along Starlink or whatever that is.
If you wanted to have a weather radio to warn you about a tornado that could be coming down at you,
or a this time of year especially too, if there's a freak blizzard or something that happens, because weather dictates all in this country, so it is a really weird decision to eliminate weather radio when not 100% of Canadians are covered by cell coverage. Those kind of things shouldn't go the way of the dodo until everyone that relies on it is covered.
Mm-hmm.
Which will never happen functionally in this country.
Never.
Obviously not. And they've also been putting a lot of money into upgrading the weather radio service. Last year, I think they added the American kind of voice, and they've got more features now with with the alert system. They've obviously done some work on upgrading the towers. So why do they spend all that money and they're throwing it away for they're losing the money? It's their fault if they want to do it.
You know how much it costs? 10 cents a person. That's what the tax average is.
And it's a step backwards, obviously, in a society that should be stepping forward for the marginalized, the minority, and look at all of us. Not Mike's in Winnipeg, sure, but it's just as Mike said, you go out of Winnipeg a certain amount. Take for instance the rail line that goes from Churchill to Winnipeg. There are so many pockets that just don't have any bars whatsoever, and
I've experienced it.
Yeah, Mike knows. So
yeah, and the prairies are some of the best, as well as southern Ontario and southern Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Can
the rest
I
of Canada.
say something from there?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So
Karen.
even from Prince George, going out to Vanessa Lake, I experience many, many pockets. I lose cell service. There's nothing. And that's from what? Joey, it's not that far.
No, it's just up the road there. Yeah.
It's just
the
up
thing
the
is,
road. And
the thing is, I'm not lobbying for the whole country to have cell service, because that's functionally impossible. And I'm not complaining that there's places without cell service. I go to these places knowing, but what I was realizing this
super
winter about the
close.
weather radio is we need to promote this thing and have more of it. And as I'm looking at buying like the best one, then they're like, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna take that away." I'm like, I'm in the bush all the time. This thing's awesome.
It almost there's parallels too, and those that have been in radio for a while will know about shortwave radio, and CBC ran a shortwave service for northern Quebec and the North period, so that the entire the entire North, wherever they were, whether they were in town or in the bush, could receive, the CBC service, which they would rely on heavily when it came to weather and things like that. So when they took that away with the under the auspice of, well, everybody's got, a good enough internet connection to listen to that stuff, that was all fine and good because folks out there still had their weather radio and ways to find out what was coming if anything was coming. And so you take that away now, you're basically just putting money into Elon Musk's pocket. If you're really needing to stay connected, like what choice do you have? So it's kind of a weird move for Canada to be like, hey, why don't you guys, instead of giving money to us, why don't you give it to a guy who doesn't need it? Come on.
I had an interesting question. So I made a video about this right on my channel today, and it's pretty interesting. And obviously, it's quite different than this discussion. But we're covering the same topic at least. But I got a good comment on here I want to share from that video that just came up during the course of the show. From at 7 of mine 2580 says, Joey, they want us in that one big building in Vancouver. All 5 million of us. It's easy for them. Contain and control. Why would we need weather radio? Someone gave that a thumbs up. And then Uncle Bob said 5 million with a question mark. Okay. Woo.
My question is, how are the elderly going to handle this? Like the elderly, obviously probably some elderly people use weather radios, and some of them don't own electronic devices. That's going to affect them too.
Yeah, well, here's the thing
too.
is remember you guys watched Battlestar Galactica, the one from 20 years ago? You guys, do you remember Battlestar? Yeah, it was awesome, right? And the Cylons attack, and they screw everybody over because everybody is connected to this, basically, the 12 colonies version of the internet, right? And the Cylons put a virus into it, and it basically they can take control of everybody. And they turn everybody off, and then just basically destroy everybody in the one ship. There's only one ship that's not connected like this, and it's analog. Its communication systems are analog, and its interior systems are all analog. It uses a telephone with a line, and not a data. You know what? And the Cylons can't take it over, and that's why Battlestar Galactica can save humanity. Anyways,
oh my God, Joey. Okay, so
mentioning this
what
because
was the main character's name? Because I had a total crush on him.
Oh, Starbuck guy? That's the old Battlestar.
Starbuck guy.
That's the old Battlestar. I'm talking the year 2000s one. Right. But no, yes, he does make an appearance in the new one. But the point is that we may have some emergency situation sometime down the road, maybe that having analog communications could be really handy, helpful. Just saying.
Bring it to the cars too, because I'm sick of these electronic windows that won't roll up. Give me my roller.
I want my friggin' roller on I want a rotary phone back.
I want that too. I got to run, guys. So good hanging out with you. Weather
Happy
radio.
Birthday,
Bring
Joe.
it back.
Enjoy your birthday,
Joe. Happy birthday.
Thanks so much, folks. We'll see you again. Appreciate it.
He's a beauty, Big Joe Stover. There he is.
They were saying there that we want everybody to get Elon Musk's Starlink, but I don't think Starlink even covers all of the remote areas in Canada yet.
No, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't.
It was only a year ago that it was guaranteed that we would get steady Starlink this far north, and he was saying further north than that, they weren't sure if we were going to get it.
John Kennedy saying in the comments, investing money in a national defense and taking away a service like the weather radio seems counterproductive. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Yeah, I agree with that.
What are you going to do if you're in the boons in northwestern Ontario and you get a tornado-warned storm? No one's able to get it because the cell service is so crappy. And
you just die, and that's your fault.
I feel so bad for the way that this system's going. If they decide to cancel it,
You should have had
it does
Starlink.
go-
I did have Starlink. The tornado blew it off my truck.
Yeah.
There it goes.
I just honestly hope we don't have a scenario like Edmonton 87, an area that doesn't have cell service. That would be a disaster.
Well, that's what it would. That was what it was like back in the day, right? You know, we take these things for granted. How much, you know, and like at the same time, I'm like railing against this, but like, who is this good for? Is us weather geeks that are that are social media people? Like, obviously, people are going to need people who relied on weather radios out there are going to have to find somewhere new to get extra information.
Yep.
You know, maybe they'll come across Caribbean Weather Dude YouTube channel and subscribe and make my day. And Justin Ortel says it's not as if they already decided to cancel it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the buggers. How come you're not on here, Justin? We need you. Always, I know you got something good to say about this weather radio conversation. It's just, yeah. Anyways, 748. Florida man destroys restaurant with shovel. Claims to be profit, ending the new COVID strain. There's a new COVID strain? I didn't know that. There you go. Yeah, the shovel profit. There you go. It helps you prevent catastrophic events through seemingly racist, schizoaffective breaks from reality, just like Florida Forest needs. The general public may never understand your gifts, Florida man, but using my ability to see the future on crystal methamphetamine, I can see the future.
I'm gonna get it going here, Joey. It's nice hanging with you guys.
Okay, good night, Mike.
Good one, Mike.
Have
Hey,
a
Mike.
gooder.
Good to see ya.
Thank
Have a
you.
gooder. Don't do anything I would do. That's my best advice for you. Yeah, there's a controversial new theory that Jesus was a psychedelic mushroom. A controversial theory suggests. I don't know about that. Okay. And yeah, an angry Uber driver kicks an AEW wrestler out of car mid-interview and leaves him stranded on the highway. All this and more this week in the news. Lots of good. And of course, peanut butter cups. The grandson of the inventor of the Reese's peanut butter cups says that the new peanut butter cups are not edible. They're not even edible. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I believe that. I believe that. Who knows what's in that stuff right now?
Well, you know they're not edible by your dog.
Yeah. Well, would your dog eat a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Yeah.
Mine probably would, and then he would get like really sick, really sick. So there was a mom of 3, and she vanished 24 years ago, but she's been found alive. She's a North Carolina woman. She went shopping there, you know, and she's now 62. Michelle Hunley Smith. She was reporting She went missing December 31st, and then they found her. She's alive and well. She's been missing all this time. She was 38 years old. Her husband reported her missing. Her husband reported her missing back in 2001. Now the story comes out. She had to go Christmas shopping, and she said, "Time to get away from my husband." But yeah, seemingly inexplicable. Yeah, I was saying, I don't know who I was talking to the other day about this, but my friend Anton, like, he just went missing, and then no one knew what happened to him. Like 2 years went by, and we're like, where is he? And then he like turned up just wandering around South America. He was like in Brazil with no shoes on, just wandering. And it turned out that he slowly became, I guess, like he didn't know he was schizophrenic, and then became schizophrenic because that's what kind of happens in your 20s, you know, late 20s. And he kind of just went off and he just decided to walk to South America or something. He had no idea who he was or what he was doing, and they found him with no shoes on and like big beard. He was living like Animal Man or something, you know, like he's like all feral. They brought him back to Canada, and now he's like, okay. He's medicated and he's fine, but he friggin' walked to like South America. Nobody knew where he went. It's totally weird. Here comes Justin Ortel. He is coming. Weather Center in Manitoba. Time.
Yay, Justin!
He's not here yet. He's trying to get here. I think he's almost here.
Oh, I'm driving.
Right on, buddy. How you doing out there? You know, we haven't played the Manitoba time intro in a long time.
It's Weather Center of Manitoba time.
Woo, there we go.
How was work today? How's Manitoba today?
Work was crappy, but it's a crappy time of the year, you know, if things are warming up. And so when it warms up, it gets muddy and mud tracks in the school. So,
Well, when a janitor tells you work was crappy, you're like, oh,
but
oh,
I got a car wash this afternoon before going to work because it's going to be cooling off. So I thought it was the perfect day for a car wash today.
people wash their cars?
I do. We put so much salt down on the roads here, you're going to rust out if you don't wash every now and then.
Yeah, I bet,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah, especially this
Uh-huh.
time of year. It's good to do it a couple times. It's just like always snowing here. So like, well, what's the point? As soon as
Right.
I wash it, it'll be dirty.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like that's what it's like here. Yeah, yeah. So what's the stories in Manitoba this week? You think?
Yeah, it's
I'm
like I
back.
said, it's gonna be getting cold tomorrow. Big time Arctic cold front. Like we're talking wind gusts possibly nearing 100 kilometers an hour tomorrow morning when people are trying to commute to work along the Trans-Canada Highway. So that'll be nasty. But the saving grace of that situation may be the fact that it was a little warmer this afternoon. So maybe the top layer of the snowpack melted a little bit and can harden and maybe stop the snow from blowing too much. But I still think it's going to be pretty bad tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I mean, I saw numbers like
I'm-
minus
I'm
26
saying-
in your
I'm-
future.
Yeah, it
Hey,
looks like Saturday morning is going to be pretty cold, like core temperatures nearing minus 30 without the wind chill. So yeah, this weekend's going to be back in the deep freeze.
It's that time of year where you're like, yeah, still.
Yeah, it's such a roller coaster. Like it was about +1 this afternoon in the city of Brandon, but then you looked on Environment Canada's uh uh not forecast, but what the current weather was, and of course we don't have a station directly in the city, and I'm always an advocate for more mesonet stations. I think we need to have one within the city of Brandon because our closest one is the airport, which is 7 kilometers away from downtown Brandon, and it was like -4, -5 up there. So that's a 4 or 5 degree, maybe even 6 degree difference this afternoon in temperature. So that's
More
not
weather
good.
radio, more stations.
Exactly. Like I'm talking about the weather radio. We're getting less and less services while they push their crappy app. I don't even have the app downloaded. And what are the citizens getting? They're literally going to lose their life, as you guys were saying, as they try and push this app. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, right to your member of parliament, people. You know, I'm serious
Yeah.
on this one. This is an easy stop. It's like the price tag on weather radio. It's like a couple $1,000,000 a year. It's like stupidly cheap
Yeah.
for what it can offer us. And then we need to like get the word around more that people should get these things. They're awesome. Frankie, do you have a weather radio?
I just get a look study weather models.
He just studies weather models there. He's out in the parking lot. He's by A&W stealing the Wi-Fi right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
A&W's
no!
on the renovations. They're renovating the A&W.
Ah, they're renovating the A&W, so he's there stealing their Wi-Fi, and he can get a weather warning there. But between there and, you know, if Frank he doesn't have the weather radio, if once you leave there, you don't know what's going to happen. You won't get a weather warning from the government soon, Frankie, on a weather radio. That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
don't have
Brandon
the weather
has
radio.
one.
I just go on the internet.
Brandon has a weather radio, right?
Yes, it went off
Yeah.
today, actually.
Hey,
Oh, I
I'm
went
gonna
off
show
today.
you-
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you Sydney.
There's Sydney. It's a very big parking lot, Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Hey, I just want to quickly say happy birthday, Joe Stover. It's too bad I just missed you, buddy. But
Just
happy
missed
birthday.
him. Just
Yeah.
Happy
missed him.
birthday, Joe Stover. And happy birthday, Frank Dow.
Happy birthday, Joe Stover. He's getting on the train right now, Frankie. We're running out of time on the radio broadcast, but we
If
can
you
still go
wanna
live a little
follow me-
longer.
If you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky is at Frankie McD. My link tree is Frankie McDowd. And my threads is at Frankie McD 984. And my Reddit is Frankie Down 984. And my link tree is Frankie Down and Frankie Down. And my ex-former Twitter is at Frankie McD. My Facebook is Frankie McDowd. My Instagram is Frankie McD 984. My TikTok is Frankie Down 984. My Clapper is Frankie Down 984. My Twitch is Frankie Down 984. My Snapchat is Frankie MECD1. My YouTube channel Socks Moves and my LinkedIn is Frankie McDowd. Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie McDowd. You're listening to Meteorological Weather Report every Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Atlantic.
That's right. That's Frankie. We got Brandon Hauk with us, of course. You can find him on the Facebook, Houck, Brandon Hauk.
Hey, Joe, you'll be joining me on H3 Podcast at 4 p.m. Atlantic, 12 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday, March the 4th.
Only if Brandon's coming.
Yeah.
Brian is coming too.
Okay. I'll be there then. Justin from Weather Center, Manitoba. Find him on Facebook as well. The Weather Center of Manitoba. That's who he is. All right. And Hilding Donaldson, Karen Richards. We had Mike McGregor with us. And we had Joe Stover. What a show, man. We had everybody tonight. Almost everybody except Hank. No Hank, no Ryan. I don't know if Ryan got back from, Ryan was in Mexico.
The cartel were getting him.
We didn't even talk about that in the show this week. We ran out of time to talk about Ryan having cartels going to war out his window, and we don't know if Ryan's back from Mexico yet. I don't
I
know.
think he gets to go back on Friday.
He's still
Friday.
there.
Yeah.
Where's
Tomorrow.
Mark Ingles?
Good luck. Well, Mark, I don't know. Mark's definitely not under siege by cartels. That's one thing I can say about him. We will be seeing more of Mark soon on the show. Mark's making some announcements soon about his life. You'll find out. Stay tuned to his page there, Ingles WX, Ingles Weather on Facebook, ingleswx.com. Okay, I think that's the show for, you can still watch us live stream on the YouTube. Joey on the Caribbean Weather Dude YouTube. Thanks, CFUR. Thanks, CKUW. And thanks, CFBX. Thanks, CHLS. We just love having having our show on your radio. That's the show this week, guys.
That's the show.
That's
the show.
The show. That's the show. Okay, recording stopped. Now we can get back to swearing and cussing and drinking and fighting.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love that.
And finally be our violent criminal selves like all weathermen are when no one's looking.
Gotta really, really hammer Environment Canada now that we're not online. Well, we're still on live, I guess, but
yeah, we're still live. We can still hammer them. They'll listen to
Not
us.
all weathermen. Maybe choose like weather woman as well.
Yeah, just saying.
Weather person. There we
We
go.
put on a good front for
Thank
the
you.
public, and as soon as the public's not looking, we're snorting rails off tits and things like that. All the glory, the glamour of being a weather broadcaster in Canada. This could be you with 50 years of wasting your life. You just got to study more. That's what you got to do. What are your thoughts on the weather radio, Brandon? You didn't say much during that whole thing. Or is that too political?
It's it's a dominant idea. No doubt about that. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Straight to the point. Straight to the point.
We got an opinion out of Brandon this week. It was a big moment.
Yeah, I really don't like it. It seems to me to be a trend. Like, I know some of you on here don't like the platform X, and that's fine, but that was the first thing, is that they're not even going to be sharing a forecast map on X anymore. Like, X is the weather platform. Like, they tell people literally, go on X and share your storm reports. Hashtag MB Storm, hashtag SK Storm.
No,
we're going to pull away from the platform. Like, how
well, it even started
stupid is
before that because then they sold Twitter off to become X. It's like now if you want
that too, yeah.
Now if you want your weather, you also have to have a steady diet of radicalization.
But like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, the meteorologists are still going to be on there looking at your reports, but they can't share a simple weather map every once in a while. Like, the more and more these reputable sources like us leave these platforms, whether you hate them or you like them, it's opening the door for the misinformation pages to take their place. And that's what I literally told CBC that, because they had interviewed me about this subject. And I said, we need more reputable sources than not reputable sources these days. And Environment Canada is going out the door. Somebody else is going to take their place. And it's just going to go downhill from here.
It's basically us taking their place a lot of the time now. Like,
it is,
but
there's a lot
tune
of
into
these
us.
bad pages too.
And not enough of them.
Yeah.
But, some of them do.
That's my 2 cents on it though.
Yeah, so just privatize everything and, deliver less service there. And then we'll cut tax for the rich. Okay, well, now that the billionaires got to pay less, I guess we got to cut something. We got to buy fighter jets too. Well,
yeah.
Just I don't understand. If you're like someone said correctly in the comments, if you're going to invest in national defense, why aren't you investing in this kind of infrastructure too? Like
yeah. And I was listening to the show, and I 100% agree with what you said. The more that Environment Canada is going to pull away from these platforms, people are still going to need to find this information. So they're going to come to us as third parties. So thank you very much, Environment Climate Change Canada. Thank you for the business.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, part of the privatizing it, I guess, right?
Works in our favor.
I suppose, but it's it's bad. I mean, I can't make a weather radio that goes national. I can't do that.
No, I know. Yeah.
You know, that's like only I can help you when I'm not in Facebook jail.
Just use the power of my radio broadcasting to do it, I guess.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we got the one actual radio broadcaster here. True. And Brandon, you are like, this is a good example actually, because that's something I said today. But people are like, well, you know, if you're supposed to have two kinds of ways of receiving your weather information, well, a lot of people out in these towns don't have many ways to access weather information, right?
Yes.
So like when you're in Quesnel, you tune into the rock and roll station because every half hour they deliver that's what we're talking about last night on Kins and Klump, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They're saying every half hour they deliver the time. Maybe elaborate on that. You're the professional. Why am I talking about
pretty much what we do, especially every day. We deliver the time and the weather. Well, because I'm on two stations and they're kind of different times. They play at the same time, but kind of still different times, so I don't have to put the time in there. But I make sure everything's about half an hour at least before it airs. So yeah, and especially when you're live, that's pretty good to give the time and the weather, especially what's like outside, and especially morning radio, especially. So that's the time everybody's listening in is the morning radio, no doubt about that. Especially if they're getting their day going, they want to know, all right, what's weather going to do today? You know, all that stuff. So it is
Good night, Karen. Karen's signing off now. Karen Richards from Prince George. Thanks for your tireless work at Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers. So there's a good example, though.
Good night.
Good night, Karen.
I also, it's not just the weather radio. There's that weather talk or weather smile or something that they're deactivating too. And
hello weather. I think that's like
hello
weather
weather
or something.
Yeah, and apparently last year or in 2024, there was still like 4 million people that called there to get their weather, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I used to call Trenton Air Base. They had a line at Trenton Air Base that you called, and it gave you the same thing. It was Environment Canada weather report. But growing up, that's the last time I used those weather radios significantly. I admit it. But like I've been saying, and you guys know this because you've seen it in the chat. Like I was literally saying like a few months ago, I'm going to get a weather radio for next summer. So that when I'm out in the, I want to know. I want to know when it transitions to tornado warning when I'm out there between cell service or whatever, severe storm warning or whatever. I want to know. But the point I was trying to make about Brandon too is that basically how many times have people in Alberta relied on you being a radio broadcast?
Oh, daily, pretty much, I'd say.
But when you think about like some of those extreme events last year, the fires in Jasper, there's times where like, that was critical. Yep. And I know it's kind of a different thing. Like that's private radio and it's weather radio, but it just, it kind of, I'm trying to paint the picture of like people in these rural places don't have that many places to get information.
No.
I'll be right back. Just getting a car fueled up.
Okay.
Right, yeah. When we got the, nowadays we can do emergency cards, which is really, really handy for us. So we just sit here. I can sit right here and do a cart. Because 10 years ago, you'd have to run all the way back to the station. There's a lot of work. But now you can sit right in your own office, weather studio, put a cart together, emergency cart for whatever events. As I've also done other significant events like fatal accidents or anything like that, road closures or something along the lines that happened during the day. And then I just send it off after I complete it and have it play for an hour or two and then change it up every half hour or so and put it in as many times as you want in an hour on the radio there on both of our stations here. So it's it's pretty cool that we can do that now. We have kind of powers to do that now. So it's
In the old days, the emergency carts were these big DAT tapes.
oh yeah,
Did you ever see that?
I have not.
Oh, that's
I'm
way
pretty young
okay.
still.
I'm giving away my age here. Yeah. So when I started
We're
doing
wide
radio,
orbit people here.
when I started doing radio, though, it was in these big DAT tapes, kind of like almost like 8 tracks.
Yeah.
You stuck
Yeah,
it in,
I've
then you
heard
push the
about
button,
that,
of course, on the console, and it worked the same way, like off it went.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, big old, just slide, yeah, throw that
Here
in
we
there.
type in 5 letters NRTWS and then whoop, click a button and it's off.
Yeah, the golden age, eh? I think I gotta put wood in my fire. I can feel like the temperature just coming down in here. A few hours since I putting the wood in the fire. Man, can you believe that? Justin's gonna have like -30 this weekend. I haven't had that
-30
all winter. I
Gonna
haven't
miss
had
out on
that. 26.5 is the coldest I got. One night.
Wow.
Another 25. Yeah, man.
That's kind of nuts though, because for how cold this winter's been across Canada, that you've only reached -26 as a low.
Well, considering like I'm pretty far north, and it's not just that, but I'm pretty high up.
Interesting.
I definitely had some 43s and 45s over the years in the valley, showing up on people's house thermometers and whatnot.
It was last winter you had 40 below up there.
Yeah. Most winters we got close to it. You know, if not surpassed. Like lots of 35s, lots of winters where we hit 35s, if not 40.
I think what happened for BC this year was you guys didn't really get that Arctic outflow, you know, like that dominant, strong Arctic outflow.
No, we had storms just punch, and keep it from coming in.
Yeah, because I know
every
that
time the long range model was like, it's going to get cold in 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, right. And then the storms just beat it over the mountains. Like,
well, and the storms coming in were all coming in from the southwest rather than from the north.
There's been some up and downs. Unfortunately, what it hasn't resulted in is like any snowfall in some of the lower elevations in southern British Columbia.
Yeah.
And it's bad, man. Like, the mountain snowpacks look great. Sure. What does it matter if, like, April 1st, there's no snow in your valley and it's now 18 degrees and windy day one?
It's going to be a bad wildfire season. It's going to be really bad.
Well, it could be a bad start at least. I mean, it's hard to say where it goes, but if it goes to El Nino, you're right. It's not going to be better. Like last year was supposed to be the one that we, to get a bit of a break. It was supposed to be the bit of a break year, and it kind of was in BC. Sure wasn't for you guys.
No, not at all.
It's like the whole province burned down in one day. Fire just went so fast.
Yeah.
Jumping 40 kilometers in a day like nothing. Fire's just running.
And I just don't see the moisture for northern Manitoba. Like, I don't think they've had a good season.
Fire's just fucking running.
Yeah.
If we're in El Nino this year, like, are we gonna get that? What's the chance of a cool, wet summer?
Not very high.
It hasn't been high for like 10 years almost. Like, we've had 2 summers in BC like this last decade that fit that. 2020 was very much like that. 2019 was pretty much like that. And we had moments in some other summers where it was, wet and cool and fire activity calmed down.
No, I'd like to have a good storm season, but as soon as you get smoke involved, kiss the storms goodbye.
We're all just silent after that morning.
Yeah.
It's like dead.
Grieving. Like, oh.
It's because I saw it firsthand last summer, like massive pancake stacked supercell that was rotating, just this beast, and then the smoke started going to the storm's inflow, and that was it.
Choked it out.
In like 5 minutes. It was nuts. I'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, we had a day like 3 or 4 years ago where it was like sure bet, like everything's going to explode. It's going to be like this bad of a thunderstorm as you've ever had in BC. And then it just like nothing happened. Like just nothing. The heat just didn't get to the ground, whatever. The convection was just killed. before it could do anything.
That's what happens too, because with the smoke, you don't get that good, sunshine hitting the surface to break the cap. You just don't get the strong surface heating.
Like extreme storm set up, and the next day the temperature doesn't break 16. The smoke just was like, no.
Like for us, we absolutely hate the cap, but I'm telling you, I wonder if the wildfire smoke, for all the bad it's doing, if it's causing maybe a little bit of good, the fact that it's canceling some of these storm days that would be like seriously so severe.
Yeah, well, yeah. For sure. Absolutely, there's been a knock on. But then again, you get 2024. I think it was like the day of the Jasper fire, and all hell broke out in BC. We had rotating storms and hail everywhere, and it was smoky as hell, man.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand. At the time. It was just like, these storms are going to happen. The cold fronts decided. So it's like, what is your trigger? If your trigger is the cold front, it might not matter. Right. So in that case, we had like a cold front coming through, and all hell broke loose. It didn't matter how smoky it all was. But it was like, I was sitting there thinking at that time, I was like, it's pretty smoky. Like, is this just going to kill it off? Like, nope, not at all. Like, bam. Whoa.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I think you probably had a very amplified jet stream too. Like if you got a really amplified trough, that can help get storms going, even though you got smoke, which makes sense because you said you had a strong cold front that day. So
yeah, dude, it was amped.
Probably a lot of lift.
It was amped.
Yeah.
Yes. Still some people watching. I love that. It's
I love it.
It's the show part that's not the show, but it's like the best part of the show.
Now we're getting super nerdy with amplified troughs, jet stream, and smoke.
Let's talk about some amplified troughs. Okay, well, take a break from amplified troughs here. This could happen to you in Alberta or somewhere where falling antlers could happen. A Longhorn Steakhouse there. Check this out. They caused physical harm. The antlers fell off the friggin' wall. Caused serious bodily injuries in Tennessee. These taxidermied antlers came crashing down on them. They're having a nice steak dinner. I love you, honey. I love the way the candlelight looks in your eye. Wham! Fucking moose on my head.
Well, guess what? The moose got the last laugh.
They're seeking $150,000 each. Why can't this happen to me? I could use 150 grand. So in Canada, though, you could have a hard time suing for that in Canada. They just get arrested. That's like the sad part of the Canadian system. America's like, you know what? We're gonna have like less laws, but you can just sue anybody you want for anything, for any amount of money. In Canada, they just come and like shut them down. The health inspector be like, your place isn't safe.
What they have to do now on the cups when you go get your cup of coffee, they have to put caution hot because somebody got burned from the coffee one time over at Tim Hortons, or was it McDonald's or somewhere, and they sued and they won like millions of dollars.
Yeah, I went back that was the 90s, man. I remember that. Like that was like it was like every like Jimmy Kimmel of the time, which was it was after Johnny Carson. So like Letterman was on, Jay Leno was on. That was like the joke of the time. It was like,
how the hell do you not expect a coffee to be hot?
Weekend Update there, like Kevin Nealon's talking about the hot coffee. It was like, that was the joke of the week, man.
I can't believe it worked though. Oh.
Well, they got a whole lot more money than these people did. Like, come on, $150,000. I'd be like Trump. I'd be like, $10 billion. I want $10 billion. They're gonna have to like meet you halfway a little bit.
I've never thought about that happening though, because there's one place, well, not just in Brandon, it's a fairly famous chain, but Montana's Barbecue and Bar. They always have the antlers and everything. I always thought it would happen there, but maybe it hasn't happened there yet. But maybe
they kind of got rid of the antlers on the birthdays now. So now
on your head, but it's still up on the wall. But maybe now they see this, they'll take all the antlers and stuff off the wall now.
Everything is just getting so crappy.
Yeah.
No other radios, no antlers. Society sucks now. So yeah, like the antlers fell on them. They could have like I said, they could have asked for $10 billion. Like, you know how settlement works? Like the restaurant's like, tell you what, we'll give you $10,000. Like, no, I want $10 billion.
Yeah.
And the restaurant's like, how about $151,000? Like, hey, see, I got a better deal.
I got a grand more.
Got a better deal by asking for 10 billion because of the lasting mental anguish. Like, I'll never eat a steak again. Someone says steak, I'm like, can't sleep. Steak will kill me.
Mental anguish.
Yeah, man.
Interesting.
Seriously, was it a moose that landed on their head? Maybe it was a cow. It was a big bull that landed on their head.
Well, you know, the price of beef these days, if it was a cow landing on your plate, that's a big payday in itself right there. And Hilding
There you
would know
go.
about that.
Think all the steaks you could buy at $150,000. That's
Yeah.
$300,000 combined because they are a couple. So they're going to walk away with some money here. I think they
Yeah.
could have got more out of the Longhorn Steakhouse, though. Look at this place. They had the money. Look at this place. It's fancy. Not a fancy looking city place there.
Hey, must be the money.
They knew or should have known that the antlers were improperly or adequately secured to the wall of the premises. Like, I don't know. Should they have known that? I guess. Seems like weird language, but I mean, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have to have antlers fall on your head when you're paying for service. Like that, we know that. So that reminds us of the time that at Olive Garden, a giant rhino. No, that's not what it says. They're negligent that they failed to notify, caution, or warn the plaintiffs of the unreasonably dangerous conditions existing on their premises. Could you imagine that? You'd be like, here's your dinner, here's your drink, and by the way, that moose might land on your head.
Well, I will say they probably weren't very horny that night. They had enough of it from the restaurant, you know, like.
This is what it was. This shit landed on their heads, like spiky, pokey fucking thing.
That's bad, man.
I'm gonna stab you in the head. Thanks for shopping at the Longhorn Steakhouse. Here's the part of the dinner where we gore you.
It wasn't reinforced, I guess, or what? Like, man.
I don't know. Like the thing is, like taxidermied heads are really light. Like the antlers are the heaviest thing on them. Like my moose head even is not that heavy. The antlers are the heaviest part. It's like styrofoam in the head.
Interesting.
So like if you get hit by the styrofoam, then it's like $150,000. But if you get hit by the antler, it's $10 billion. It was one of the most extreme trauma cases they'd ever seen. Okay, that sounds like $10 billion. No, this is from 2019 where a man was nearly blinded when a stuffed deer landed on his eye, pierced his eyeball.
I remember that story.
Ooh.
Holy, now I'm looking at the antlers around here going, holy fuck.
You better be careful, Joe. You better get the screwdriver out.
My eyes.
I said vision is life. Vision is life.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll clear up my case of the static when I close my
That'll
eyes.
clear up the eye floaters.
Yeah, my floaties I suffer from. I thought everyone had that. And
That shit is bad, man. Like as much as
everyone who's a weather nerd has it, but
as much as we joke about it, I hate my eye floaters, man. Like, ugh. Yeah.
Well, that same year, a 9-month-old girl suffered a traumatic brain injury when a deer mount fell off the wall of her family's home and it punctured her skull. Can you imagine that? You're like out there shooting some deer someday, and you're like, wow, my big deer, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna mount it, I'm gonna get it taxidermied, I'm gonna put it in the wall, and it's gonna like destroy my 9-month-old kid. And this Massachusetts woman sued a Boston College cocktail lounge because a deer head mounted on the wall fell on her head. Holy, eh? And it caused a brain bleed. And posting, what kind of restaurants are these with falling animal heads? Like, seriously, these, like, I've never had them fall off. They're just like a big nail. And there's a wire, and that hangs off the nail. And they've been fined for 10 years, 20 years. So, yeah.
Well,
asking for some money there.
That just proves, save your money and have a good home cooked meal.
Well, I don't know. I could sure use $150,000. Like that's the best money you ever spent.
I guess so. That is true.
That's a good investment, man. Go get a steak and then get stuck in the head gored by an antler.
That's when you have to just go and like loosen up the antlers when none of the staff are looking, and then hope it falls on you.
Right? Yeah. And while you're putting like a mouse in your beer bottle. Yeah, they said I could get free beers, eh? Because of a mouse in the bottle. Take off, you hosers. Well, everybody, that's been a fun one tonight. Thanks for coming on, guys. Just love chatting with you, making a show every week. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just hit a ball 400 feet with a one-handed swing. Holy God.
Wow.
Vladdy's gonna, like, I was watching some interviews with Vladdy today. Man, he's dialed. I'm so stoked on baseball season now that I can't watch hockey anymore because everybody's evil. It's just brutal. It's like, I was a Leaf fan. At least he didn't go to the State of the Union address. Still, Matthews. Ugh, Team America. It was so terrible. Let's not talk about Team Canada ever again until they
For
win.
another 4 years at least.
Until they win something. Then we'll talk about it. We won't even talk about it until the winning is over. Just like, we'll just nod at each other and wink. Like, I know the game's going on too. Yeah. Don't talk about it. They won! Yay! Fuck the Americans. That's what we'll say.
I don't think I have
Yeah,
any
they won
Calgary
like
Flames.
they won their first like gold medal in like 50 years, so they're like just so excited about it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're basically like the equivalent of the Maple Leafs there in international play.
Just want to take it out of the toys for a moment.
Take it out of the toys. Okay.
Well, so we're choosing what toys that we want to keep because our son has way too many toys. I don't know if you can see of the plethora of toys.
What if he had an opinion? Like,
Well, yeah, she plays with some of them and not as much with others.
Yeah, there we go.
I played a game with my kids saying, which we got to pick a couple toys to get rid of, to give to another kid that doesn't have toys.
That's nice.
Not old enough to do that yet.
Yeah, he's only 18 months. He's not even, well, he's starting to say some words, but not very fluent yet.
That's true, I guess.
You
Yeah.
could do this toy or that toy, and you could pick which one you wanted in the moment. But
You know, kids though, like as soon as you try and get rid of a toy they've never touched in 10 years, then they want that toy.
That's why they have to make the choice.
It is true.
Yeah, that's why it's like how many times my kids we do that all the time because like I have no problem. They want to like take stuff from we have a share shed here at the dump, right? You throw stuff, take something from, drop something off. You know, I have no problem. They want to keep bringing shit home as long as occasionally we bring shit back to the share shed.
Nice.
You know,
sharing is caring. Yeah.
You gotta,
that's what we were just
hard
talking
decisions
about.
sometimes,
your
kids.
shirts today, I gave them to Becca.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got rid of some shirts that I don't wear this afternoon too, and we just gave them to one of our friends. So there we go.
You need some new shirts.
You washed them before you gave them to him, right?
Oh, they're already washed.
Well, yeah, they were washed.
And now they have a shirt.
There you go. They don't have to be naked. No, I'm just kidding.
Gave it right off their back. Give the shirt off my back, folks.
It's been really fun coming on tonight, though, guys. Even though it was last minute, I got to share some of my thoughts. So
I love when you come on.
Yeah.
Tonight was epic. We had Joe. We had you. Freaking.
Yeah.
No Hank, unfortunately. No Ryan. I hope Ryan survives Mexico.
I hope so.
Is he stuck?
Yeah,
He's
he
out
is
chilling
stuck
with
down
his
there.
buddies this evening. So
The cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary.
I mean, if you can't beat him, you might as well just join him, right?
He just messaged the green room.
Did he?
Oh,
Is he okay? I guess that means he is.
he must be alive, unless
Hopefully it means he is,
unless-
unless it's an SOS.
unless the Mexican cartel are letting him go on
coming
Facebook.
home tomorrow.
He's coming home
packing
tomorrow.
his bags and he's coming home tomorrow. Okay.
That's good news.
Good to hear. Ooh, look at this supper. That looks so good.
Oh, I got the meteor from Joe Stover that he was talking about.
Oh, it's all blurry.
Here's a
Terrible
good thing
camera.
Yeah, you're gonna eat that. It's just all blurry.
Oh, maybe it'll focus. No, it's not focusing.
This looks like some weird mash of colors, like a color that doesn't even exist. It looks like a color that's not even real.
My phone hates me.
I got here's a good thing to part with here from Joe. He sent, and here's the meteor. It's gonna take me a minute to get it going here. Sorry. Good news that Ryan's gonna be okay. I mean, I kind of figured, but still, it's serious. It's not a joke when you're in Mexico and a cartel is setting fire to buses near where you're staying.
He will live to chase another day and not have the
Yeah.
cartel chase him.
But that's funny though, because I've always said this. Like, this is kind of the common people. Like, hey, do you want to go to Mexico? It's like, yeah, right. And this would be like the joke I'd make. I'd like, go down there, get shot by cartels, arrested, extorted by Mexican police. You know, like, hey, gringo. And then, but that's what ends up happening. I'm like, that's why I only like cold places, because nobody bad goes to cold places because it's cold there.
Okay, that was a perfect impression, though. I laughed out loud.
It's cold there, so they don't. Yeah, they don't come here. There's not as many bad people here. Okay, Wapusk Adventures. Well, guess we're at Wapusk Adventures, waiting for the Northern Lights. Barbara Church captured this video, a meteor lighting up the sky, and it was amazing. Ready? Oh, no, not the music. I hate that. YouTube's like counting the seconds so they can ding me for my monetization. Like, I got it just in the nick of time. Look at that thing, though. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Right past the TP
wow.
as well. That's freaking nuts. Epic. Wow.
Oh.
One more
Dude, that's
time.
phenomenal. Holy.
That's like the shot of a lifetime, dude.
Dude, he better copyright that. That's so good. Look at that.
Barbara
man.
Church is her name. Yeah, look at it. Just
Wow.
bam.
That's beautiful.
Thing just friggin' blows. With the TP in front, with a fire in the TP.
I love the fire. Wow.
Like, man, if this was done with a high quality camera,
Yeah.
think of the money.
Wow.
Wham.
Beautiful.
Wow. Even then, it's crazy. That's crazy.
Love to see it. Gotta love it.
We better tell Joe that they're friggin'.
Yeah.
We are watching it right now on the show. And
I just shared it. There we go.
Epic.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that too. No, if I do that, then I'm copying you because you shared it first.
Wow.
And then maybe I'll have to share it too.
Then I have to go find it. Now I got to find a different TP, Northern Lights, and friggin' meteor video.
We have to really make it go viral.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't care when you guys like steal my stuff. It's like, you guys,
Because
I
it
don't
goes
care.
viral.
It's other people, yeah, but not you guys. You're my crew. We're the ones trying to get. It was, says Joe. He's right too. See, there he is being right now. Bam! I have seen fireballs do that like a bunch of times in my life, and it's always friggin' far out.
Alrighty, have a good night, guys. I'm gonna go have some supper.
Deal. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put some shrimps in the oven or something like that. It's been a good show, everybody. Thanks for coming
Enjoy.
here. I have to read all these nice comments. It was a fun show tonight. Had everybody on. Had all the news. Had everything. Yeah, it was awesome. That's the show. He's gone. It's just 3 of us left. We're the final holdouts. Okay, bye, guys.
Toodles.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Be safe, man. Have a great week.
Yes, you as well.
I will. I promise.